Okay, folks, listen, I'm back at it again, right? You seen the title, you already seen that thumbnail, that's why you're here. Today, I'm doing a Crockpot sweet chili chicken. Super simple. It's got like a little bit of an Asian theme on it. You know what I mean? We're gonna put this over some rice, and it's excellent for you guys to, make, especially if you're working or you gotta run some errands throughout the day. Put this on in the morning, put it on low. When you come home, voila. Hey, with that being said, let's get it. When we go over the ingredients, I like to just fly over the ingredients so you guys can see them. We got candy dishes. That's what these are called, folks, if you guys didn't know. But we got some glass dishes right here. You know what I mean? We got sweet chili. We got garlic cloves, rice vinegar, soy sauce, and some other things. And don't forget, the full ingredient list is on my website, smokinandgrillin.ab.com, and that's WITAB.com. And then I got to talk about this because this is the chicken. Now, what I'm gonna talk about is, listen, this is boneless, skinless chicken thighs. If you look, it's got a lot of little fat on there. It's up to you guys if you wanna, you go ahead and do some trimming. For me, I'm gonna trim just a little bit, but that fat gives you some flavor that goes inside of this crock pot, right? So I'm gonna do a little bit of trimming. We put that in there, and yes, before you guys hit me in the comments and ask, you can use what is that, breast? You know what I mean? It's just either out of breast or this. You can go skin on, however you want to do it. This goes on the bottom. Now, one of the things you're gonna see me do in this video is that I'm not gonna brown it or pre-fry. Everything's going in here just the way it is. We're gonna put it in there and then we're gonna rock. Right, so I'm gonna open this. I can feel the heat. Now, I've already washed and cleaned, my chicken. What I'm gonna do now is just do a little bit of trimming. I'm not gonna do a whole lot. It depends on what you guys are doing. If you're looking to get rid of some of that fat, you can cut some of that off, right? So we just throw that in the trash. I take this, I'm gonna tuck it because it's gonna just go right here on the bottom, just like that, right? So let's look at this one. It really depends on where you guys get your chicken from, whatever type of grocery store or however you getting it, how it comes out, like how much time, and actually it's really about the money, how much money you spend for it. If you want somebody to go ahead and take it and trim it all the way down for you and get it right, then you're gonna pay for it. Now, let me go ahead and just keep doing this. So I'm looking at that, that's not really a bad piece. Let's go ahead and drop that in there like that. Let's look at it, that's not nothing. Any of this little fat on the chicken or whatever, I do try to pull this off, but you gotta remember, this is the flavor, folks. Now, if you guys come in here and take a look, I just get anything that I see that's an imperfection, you know what I mean? Don't forget, we eating this, right? So I take this, I look at it. Again, this is just me being a little bit, I guess, like anal, about it. But look, if you see this right here, I'll just take that and cut that. Now, notice, I tell you guys about this knives right here, like, I done went through a couple of knives, but I done found somebody who know how to make a knife. They're using the right material so that it, keeps a sharp edge. I mean, I haven't sharpened these knives since I've gotten them. You know what I mean? You guys can see, and I put them through the test. I even use them at my restaurant, So these are the ones. If you hear people talk about the balance, it's not too heavy on the back end. It's just got enough weight on the front. Look at this. You know what I mean? I'm still amazed, and I love the color, this red right here, right? So we have it, we look at it, and then listen, when you got a sharp knife, it just makes for, look how I'm holding it off to the side, and I just run it like that, and look, there it goes. All right, so I'm gonna take this, kind of like tuck it. It don't need to be flat on the bottom. Believe me, it's finna get hot in here, you know what I mean? So I just put this like that, and just let it work. All of these are down. Let me go ahead and put the top on here right now, and I'll prep the rest. Remember, we still got it in preheat mode, meaning we just got it on. It's on high, and I'm giving that chicken a little bit of a head start. All right, once you get the chicken in, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and, do our bell peppers. Now, I guess you guys wanna know how I'm gonna do these bell peppers. I'm gonna do them, let me just show you. You know what I mean? It's almost like a julienne. I guess it'd be more like we slicing these. And what I'm doing is now, just trying to be careful with it. I hate cleaning up seeds. All right, so now I'm gonna cut this, get it down here like this, just open it up. You see these little this is how I guess that's how the life of it, how it grows. I just cut that down, get it nice and, smooth, best I can. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut me some strips out of here, right? So we'll take it, you can cut them like this. It can be any kind of way, you know what I mean? You just don't want them to be so thick, right? So we got this. This is cool right here. These kind of like slivers. You know what I mean? I think it's a little bit more than a sliver. We just go ahead and break these down, cut these down just like this. We're gonna do this exact same thing, you know, with the red bell pepper. And I do the same, well, something sort of, meaning I just cut this down. I'm gonna cut this into halves. We're really like a quarter, right? So when I have it like this, then I'm gonna go ahead and cut this down like this. This is all we need. Any of that green that you see in there, we just take it out, right? So you can cut these any kind of shapes. Believe me, it comes loose once it's inside of that crock pot, right? So we'll just put all of this over here. We'll look for any of the green. We take the green and we just discard it. Everything that I have right here, I kind of like just give it a little mix. Really doesn't make no difference. However you put this in there, it's all gonna cook down, right? So we got a lot going on right here. You can cut them down as small as you would like to. I just don't do dice, not when I make something like this, you know? It's almost like how I do my collard greens. You see this? These are good. And then when they come in the big chunks like this, as they cook, they just come loose. You know what I mean? You end up with a lot of pieces like that. But main thing is you get that flavor, right? So I'm gonna take these and we just drop these right here on the top. Now some of you guys can start to see how it's gonna be, you know what I mean? Especially when you start thinking about that rice. But look at all of the flavor that's gonna be in here. And don't forget, the crock pot's designed to have the lid on, folks. And I wanna tell you this too, if you didn't know, listen to this. Every time you take the top off to check or to stir or do anything like that, add 30 more minutes onto that. It's designed to have the top on for the full time or however many hours you're gonna need, right? If you open it up to do anything, you gotta resist that urge, because if you do, just add 30 more minutes onto it, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and just put this top on here. Now, this is what we're gonna do. You see how I put everything on here? This is what's left also. This cornstarch right here is gonna be for my slurry at the end, right? So this is how we're gonna go ahead and thicken things up. Probably like about the last 30 minutes, you know what I mean? But listen, if you wanna just get everything that you have left, right? Including that fresh ginger, you wanna go ahead and, you know, bring it here, get yourself a bowl, and now we're getting ready to mix, right? So we'll go with this sweet chili sauce. Now, for some of you guys that like to have that spice, you know, now would be the time that you can add a pinch or two of them, you know, red chili flakes. It's really up to you, folks. Now these right here, this is really for my garnish. I don't know why I brought this up. These are sesame seeds, right? Now, let me get this, trying to make myself feel good. You know what I mean? Look at how big these cloves is right here. So I'll get this in here going, get this closed, get that packed, and let's go ahead, squeeze. Ooh. And one of the things is anything that didn't go, you see how I push it down? Get it right over the hole. So when I do this again, look at this. Now that went out first. All right, now I'll just give it a little bit of stir. You gotta mix all the ingredients together anyway. Now in goes with the soy. Why do I feel like I need to say soy sauce? You know what I'm saying? Just wanna get that in there. Anyway, what I'm smelling right now, you give that Asian theme. Now I wanna tell you guys this. There's nothing about this that says this is authentic. You know what I mean? This is just like having a bunch of flavors, you know what I mean? And knowing how to make, you know, an Asian, you know, dish, an Asian style dish. And that's what this is right here, folks. You know what I mean? Anyway, we always looking for something that we can make that's fast, that doesn't sacrifice on taste, right? So trust me, this and some rice and you in the game. Now, you guys didn't see I had honey. I had to sit it inside of my sink, you know, with a little heat underneath the bottom of it, because it was like, it like crystallized. Somebody told me, and I just learned this, they said if you keep it anywhere cool or something like that, that it'll crystallize. Like, so you know how we keep it in the pantry? So that would like do it, you know? So anyway, I had to like loosen it up. Again, the full recipe is on my website, smokinandgrillin.ab.com. That's WITAB.com. Now, I know I talk about my website a lot, but there's a reason to it. You know what I mean? There's a method to my madness. Because listen, we done took the time to come up with all these recipes and put them in one spot. For some of you guys, you know, to do it the old school way, you want to print your recipe out, you can do that. You know, and then for some of us that's a little bit on the newer side, you know, we just get the recipes here right there. And what we do, we screenshot it, right? So, got this in here, this is going. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and clean up just a little bit. Let me cut this right now. Right, this is my ginger. I got it. Y'all gonna ask me, hey, AB, can you use, you know, powdered ginger, dry ginger, you know, something like that? I mean, you can, but if you want it to be fresh, this is the way to do it, right? So, we got this. Let me go ahead and get this clean. I don't know about y'all, but I cannot work when my surroundings is this bad. right? So now we just want to go ahead and grade about a tablespoon, right? So let's just go this way. Now, don't forget, when you grading, this way does nothing. This is the way it grades. I didn't even mean to go that high. I don't want to waste that. So listen, I'll stay down this way. And when I feel like I got a tablespoon, we'll go from there. I probably need to clean up a little bit more. It doesn't make a difference though, folks. If you get a little bit of that skin in there. So when I turn it over here on this side like that and I run it out like this, I can look at it. And I can just see. I can see I'm gonna need to run another pass on it. Now I'm finna pour this over the top. Now I want to talk about this. You guys saw me put the chicken in there, you know what I mean? And I didn't put no seasoning on there. Sometimes we gotta trust the process. Everything that we do don't have to have that seasoning on there. This is where we're gonna get all of that flavor. And it's gonna cook for a couple of hours this way, you know, in here, right? So we take this now and I'll just bring this just like this over the top. And believe me, it'll sweat itself down. It'll mix with some of that fat from the chicken. And this right here, when we're done, you guys are gonna put this in a rotation. Especially if you're tired of making everything. Like my mother used to have like about 10 things that she made, unless it was a holiday. You know, we did the meatloaf, the spaghetti, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. And now because I preheat it, I can hear it. Can y'all hear that? Whew, it's been working its way down on the bottom, right? So we'll leave this like this. I just want to get it all, folks. Now I'm gonna tell it to you two different ways, right? If we're gonna do it on low, we're gonna go 6 to 7 hours, or if we're gonna do it on high, we do 3 to 4. Right, so I'm gonna go with high. So I hit my power, I put it on high, and then I adjust my time. Right now we at, I'm gonna say 3 hours and 30 minutes, you know, and we'll go from there. This one here, I don't have no start button, I just leave it like that, and bam. Oh, and if you see where it says Crockpot, Crockpot is a brand, folks. They slow cookers, but it's still named Crockpot. Okay, so listen, it's been about 3.5 hours, you know, looking at this right now. No, it's been about 3 hours and 20 minutes. That's what it is. So this is what I want you guys to do. Now we want to thicken this sauce up right here. That's why we had, you know, the cornstarch, right? So really this is up to you how thick you want it to be. I don't really have no measurement. I can just tell you it's equal parts cornstarch and equal parts of water. And that's cold water, right? I'm gonna give it a couple of tablespoons. Reason being, and then I'm gonna get my water cold. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cook this for like another about 30 minutes. Maybe 30 minutes, you know what I mean? But let's get this in there. Let's look at it after about 15 minutes, because right now it's just about the thickening agent, right? Which will be the cornstarch slurry. All right, so now that I have this, you know, made, you know what I mean? Look, that's, remember, it's equal parts cornstarch and the water, right? So let's break this away. Kind of like let it get all over the place right now. Now, if you guys look in the inside down here, this is, look, this is the sauce, right? All we're gonna do is thicken this up. You guys can use a meat thermometer to look to check, you know, to verify, to make yourself, you know, feel better that your chicken is what? 165, right? Trust me, that's what it is. I am gonna temp mine though, not gonna lie. So look, now I'm just getting ready to add this to it. Just hurry up, add that, right? You wanna get your spoon or whatever you're using, and you just wanna go ahead and stir. Look at that. Oh, you can see it thicken up right in front of you. You see that right there? Ooh-wee. And if you want to, you can go ahead and start breaking this up. You know, it almost breaks up, you know, just as me, you know, turning this, you know, just mixing it around and around it goes, right? And you remember the size that I did? Remember the onions, the bell peppers? Look at that. This is how you see it. They nice and big. They big, you're gonna get a little texture, and it's for the taste. All right, so let me put the lid back on. I'll see you guys in about 15 minutes. We're just gonna see how it is. If we like the thickness, then we'll go ahead and take that, put it on top, take some pictures, which that's why you guys are already here. You know what I mean? And then we go from there. Okay, so now let's go ahead and take a look at it. Remember, I didn't do it right the first time. You always wanna break this away from yourself, let that steam come out. You guys see that? Be careful, if you lift it straight up, when the steam comes out all of the sides, you'll get yourself a nice, nasty steam burn, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and just make sure it just went to off just now. But look at this right here. Ooh, this is what you wanna have, folks. You know, so look at that. Yes, sir. All right, so look, I'm completely done. I didn't taste this. This right here is fire. Now we use that sweet chili sauce. It's got a little bit of a bite to it. I will still say it's kid friendly, especially with today's kids. They eating all this spicy stuff anyway. So it's not really like that. And then earlier I had said, if you wanted to like level it up, level up the heat factor, you can go ahead and give it like a pinch or two, of red chili flakes. But me, your boy, I'm good. This right here is just right. All right, y'all. I don't even really want to wipe my mouth like that. I'm ready to dig in. This right here is right. So with the rice, it's just a combination of everything. That's what makes food is good, right? So some people say they don't eat certain things, you know what I mean? When that comes, you know what I mean? But once you put it with a recipe and everything is married together, then you go back and ask them, people say, hey, I thought you said you didn't eat or you didn't do. And then they'll say, oh no, it's fire that way. Hey, so with that being said, you guys let me know, what would you do to put this, how would you level this up, for yourself, right? So we're gonna do it like this. If you're new to my channel, let me just take this time to say, thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, smash that subscribe button, and tell everybody out there, there's a channel out here that's simplifying these recipes and taking the mystery out of cooking. And I'll be, folks, I gotta eat, y'all.